G'day, everybody. Now I want to talk about the money religion and why it always fails and has always failed in history. But we need it. It's the yin and yang kind of thing, money religion. It's a little bit like water's good for you, but too much is bad, right? And so you got to make sure that you don't go too far in anything. Even the religion. Religion shouldn't be number one. Number one is you and the things that you love around you, which can be religion, right? And religion helps with the connection. Religion's meant to help with out there to connect. But so far, religion, since it's been out, has failed collectively, right? Which is what Jesus said when he got strung up by a collective, right? That they haven't got the words that he tried to preach about connection and love, right? So you can have a better life than being by yourself in a little group like you were for ages and you started your history, right? And now you're in the connection. But now you're stuck in a circle, a little bit like you'd be stuck by yourselves in a family without connection. You can't build the big factories by yourself. It would be too long in your lifetime. So connections allow things to happen in your lifetime to speed up work. Right? But you've got to make sure it's a certain good connection. Otherwise, you become part of that connection like back in the day when you was with groups, you had these people that learnt this connection thing and showed how they can come and grab you and steal from you to build these pyramids, using their way of connection, which was evil. And there's always ways of getting people to connect. It's just getting them to see your point of view. That's why it's always about propaganda most of the time, which is sad, right? And not truth. That's why we've had these books, these people that we've talked about, and we've got history and time. We try to record that and spread that word. It's why we speak, right? So we don't keep repeating, but we do, because we haven't got that right yet, right? That's when it comes to the books. And they haven't got it right. They're actually fighting amongst each other when they're trying to teach about connection. How weird is that? And they're the biggest leaders. So if they're fighting amongst each other and can't even connect spiritually within their spiritual team, then what do you expect everyone else to believe about them? You know what I mean? And that's what I've talked about all the time, that it's sad that that's happening because it's making their system collapse. Right? They're actually in a war right now overseas, right? They're wiping the whole Gaza out and all that. That's a religion war. That's them showing how well they've gotten from then and all the lessons that they've repeated till now. And they're going to repeat it and they're going to do it better with the toys they've got. So they haven't succeeded the book. They've actually showed the book has been right about them so far, right? And then they talk about the book and use the book to go, help me God, try to get their ways out of things through the same sins, right? Because they're meant to do it themselves, right? And then collectively work together as themselves, right? Or lovely. Right? That's what the Bible tries to teach. But and same with Jesus. But you strung him up for it and said, no, this is God money. This team's here. Your team ran off. Love didn't really work because you couldn't pay them. We made them starve to show you that when they're starving, love doesn't matter. But true love, it does. You can have people, and you represent it in movies and stuff like that, that show love that rather die themselves. That's love. It's very rare. Right? But these other ones are facade. Right? They will use love to the point to where if it's you or them, they're going to take you. They didn't love you. See? You said because they go, pick him, pick him, pick him. In the end, the truth come out. Right? In the end, Jesus' followers, all the things he did, there was nothing to help him. You didn't even see a massive battle in this story or anything. It was total abandonment. It was total, they stole everything from him. It makes me feel sad. And left him to take the punishment with a thief, a Fallout guy. The thief was probably part of his team. Or the team allowed the thief. Fallout guy. It's very sad that you continue to live in this, talk your shit, ask for donations, ask for these things. When you ask for something so you believe that you deserve it, when you don't. You don't even deserve it. Where's the history where you helped such a Jesus? Where there was a battle for a creature that wasn't you because you loved it and you knew that it was special like you preached that you're special. Only you're a hypocrite, aren't you? Because you're the, God sent them here for us. Really? Well, why was there a lot of things around before us? Aren't we just a new thing that's added to it and then God might actually go, shit, it might be a virus now? We make things. We find out what we make and kill. You show representatives in movies of that, right? We are the image of God. You also say that, right? So what do you think? You think you can be, because you're the image of God, like someone saying, my dad was a super rock star. He can do backflips. He was super tough. He was genetically good. It's in me too. And because I kept saying that and I knew I was going to be great and I didn't try, and now I just use his name. But aren't I great? I'm the son of fucking Duke number 7. Right? Thank you, God, for all your rewards, and I will do nothing. I am praised by God. He gives me everything for doing nothing. Yay! Sure that's not the devil? And he usually wants something back. Isn't it the old, what's the Newton's law? Every action has an opposite and equal reaction. We made this because of that. That's real, isn't it? All these other things are in the mind that we can create ourselves. So we can create heaven on earth collectively. We're going, we need to go there so we can destroy it. I don't think so. You get it? So even if there was a heaven, you wouldn't be able to go there yet. First you've got to create your own. Then you can go check out a couple other heavens. See, that's cool. That's a heaven. That's cool. That's like a heaven. Ooh, that's cool. That's Earth's heaven. No, it's not dead now. Right? God has plenty of heavens. You believe you're the only one? That's a sin. That's a heaven. There's another one. See how it's different? It's a heaven. It's a place. It's a heaven because they're all alive. There's plenty of plenty. That's a heaven. That looks pretty good. It's better than one hanging around it and saying that's barely what you're going to get. Isn't that clever as a heaven? You know what I mean? What do you got? What? Big Daddy, big enough gangs. See, we have gangs or something. When I was at school, there's all these different gangs. Huh? And sometimes there's not one big gang than the other. But if there is, what are they going to do about it? And usually they do it for their own selves. But we need a big gang that's going to do something for everybody. And that should make them a bigger gang. A little bit like the dickhead in 300. Rocks up and goes, I could be kind. You just got to kiss my ring. That's what we've always got. Right? And I can be kind. Well, why don't you be kind? Just leave us the fuck alone. Doesn't that sound kinder? No, listen to my first shot. I'll only be kind once you kiss, you see. Oh, now I get you. Fuck off. Guess you want me to get my kid to kiss you too? Yeah. Why? You're a piece of shit. You get it? But if you kiss it and be a pussy, then you go, God, why am I getting punished? I have to just sell my kid. You deserve it. You kissed the ring, man. Right? You don't believe in anything, because if you believed in the heaven, you get to go there when you go, fuck you, and he kills you, and then you go, yeah, that's the religion that these people say they are, but they kiss the ring. Huh? So obviously they're not that, are they? Right? These group will talk about, to make them sound good, an old history. So we're so great today. It's a little bit like the daddy thing. We have Don Fraser. Everybody, let's talk about Don Fraser today, even though it was 50 years ago, roughly. Something like that, you know what I mean? What else makes us feel great here in Australia? It's definitely nothing too fucking recent. Let's bring up Cathy Freeman. Now we've got to spark up that area. Yay! We're all great. You will succeed, because every now and then we get a Cathy Freeman. Right? Let's bring her out now. Something to talk about, because we're not got nothing recent and proud to really speak. People that aren't proud, people who are bullshitters, usually bring up the past to talk about things that are in the now, which is weird, because you should talk about what's in the now to fix the now. Right? But they go, no, we don't do that now. We do that when we want to get you. It's this incident now. You just called me a cockhead? Yeah, I did. Mum, he just called me a cockhead. Yeah, but that guy called me 5 times a cockhead. Nah, but shut up. That was then. You just called me a cockhead, didn't you? Didn't you? Yeah. See? He called me a cockhead, Mum. That's what we've got full of. Even though I was just calling him, fucking you ain't this and you ain't that and you're a fuckhead. But as soon as he said that I'm something real, it's probably the truth, I'm like, no, Mummy, no. Run to the law, shit. Sad. And then the law does the same thing. Why did you do that? Oh, let me go talk. Oh, that's going to take too long. Just tell me now why you did that. It's got to be just fucking good, otherwise it's not. You haven't got a good lawyer to explain it, because that's what they ask for. To try to explain it. They go, no, you got to be a lawyer. You might waste my time. Oh, I do get retards might want to come in and just waste your time. Right? But let me at least speak for a minute. You should at least leave retards speak for a minute. So you can finally go, look, you can't even get your words out. Right? Or this doesn't make sense. But first you let them speak until it doesn't make sense or they're wasting your time for real. Instead of propaganda. You're going to do this, so you're not going to have a chance. Oh, okay. Another sin. I'm sorry. That's what a sinner who doesn't sin would say to a sinner. You know why they say that? Because it makes them feel good. Degreases the situation. They win, right? You let them win. Yeah, someone raving on about that all the time. Just let them win. Let them think you're winning. Let them think that. And they do for a while. Hitler thought he was winning for a while. Right? God preaches the same words over and over again. He's all out there copying it. But no one can seem to show it or want to stick up for it. And definitely in the high areas. So that's sad, isn't it? Because they're the only ones that can really change things. Or you somehow do get together, which is by communicating. You're actually in that chance now to step up to all the ones that own the communication. And you'll have to do it quick. Right? Otherwise, they'll shut you down with propaganda and shut down your communication because they own it. Like they already do it to the little people that try to spike up. That's why they've lasted so long. Hey? But anyway, have a good one out there. Do what you do. Are you ready or are you not ready? What does that mean? It means that if you died tomorrow and there was a God, right, there was another place, another test, right, that you all have to talk about, and you say that there is, right, people get a lot of money. People are rich today and have a lot of power that can do these changes because they say this bullshit. So it must be true. But they just can't practice it and preach it in a big scale collectively. They've had a few thousand years since they've had these words of wisdom. Right? Now they've connected. They've had all this time, but they rather connect with business and promotions and blackmail and I'll shut you off and all that kind of stuff. So you're in a time right now, if you don't all stand up, and if things collapse, if things all shut down now, could you all have to stand up together? You wouldn't have to, would you? So that's how the devil can control you there. They go, or are you smart enough and things went, you'd know why, right? Or you think something's against you and you just beg for it to come back. You know what I mean? You wouldn't know, would you, unless you're certain educated or certainly seen things. You get it? So what educated are you? And if you're not, have they got you so busy? And where you're busy at, are you at least enjoying it or it's not too bad? Let me know in comments, because if it's none of them, then you're heading to the direction that repeats and it's getting worse. And that's sad. And have a good one and see you later.